Hi, Olivier from Activity Messenger, and in this video, we're going to talk about 6 product updates in Activity Messenger. Just go through them quickly first, and I'll show you individually each one on the platform. So you can now add subtitles to your class names. You can modify the displayed number of spots. You can add medical information at the participant level. And we added age constraints and prorata per class at the class level. And finally, we have bulk operations. So we added a few more bulk operations for you to create your classes. So in this case here, let's start on the dance registration form here. So I'm on my form here, and I have the multiple class option here. If I click on the 3 dots here, when I go to my rule, as I create a rule, in this example, I have 3 to 5-year-old classes. So on the class, there's the class title, which is dance for 3 to 5-year-olds. I will now add a subtitle saying this is a parent and child class, right? Or you can add any other subtitle that you want to display right under the class title. So that would be number 1. If I scroll down, I now have the option to not only show the number of spots, but actually display the number of spots that I want to show, right? So let's say there's 16 spots left. You probably don't want to show that there's that many spots left. So you can put the amount lower, kind of create a bit more urgency. And obviously that's going to go down. So let's say you're down to 3 spots. It's going to only show 3 spots until it's full. And then it's going to activate the wait list. And lastly, on the same screen, we've added the medical information at the participant level. So as you're creating a form and you say this is a multiple different participant, so in this example, it's a child participant, you would be able to have the medical information, medical conditions, and allergies, making them optional or required as you wish. All you would have to do is click on save and save again on the class here. Now, what does that look like on the form? So I'm going to go and visit that form. And I'm going to go and select my class here, right? So we can see that the name of the class is Dance for 3 to 5-year-olds. And this subtitle I just added was added here now and looks here. The number of spots is adjusted based on the number that you asked for. And now if I click on register, I can now add in medical information, conditions, allergies, and important medical information at the participant level on the form. So those are the first kind of 3 changes that we made at the form level on the registration form. Now I want to show you a few things that we did on the class level. So as I go to my page here, I went to classes, all my classes and events, and I took that same class that we just looked at on the form. So if I click on the class here, the first things we can do is we can now add an age constraint at the class level instead of the form, right? So we're going to stop adding it at the form, make it a lot more on the class level. It's going to make it a lot easier for people to filter and to really block off. So if I click on age constraint here, I can put a minimum age as well as a maximum age and then decide on what date do I want that, right? So I could say this is, let's say 3 and 5, and it has to be on, June 5th that you have to have that age. Or you can go by date of birth, right? You can say I need a minimum, maximum date of birth, and then just kind of save this information. So that's one thing on the class level. The other thing we added is a price per class. So we have the whole prorated prices at the at the higher level, but now it's really price per class because we have a lot of people who have 10-week sessions on Tuesdays, but on Mondays, because there's a lot of holidays, it's a different price per class. So really at the class level, you can say I want this price per class. Let's say in this example, it's a 6-week program, so it's $25 per class. And then that's going to be the prorated price that's going to be taken for people who register late. Obviously, you can still use the prorated option if you don't want to give exactly, the price off, but this allows that option for your prorated price. So I'm just going to keep it in here and then click on save. So those are 2 little changes on the class level. And then you have bulk operations that we added at the for the classes as well. So if I click on the 3 dots, this is where you'll find all the bulk operations here. So one of them that we have here that we didn't have before is the age constraint. So I can now filter by tags and say, okay, I want to look at all my 10 to 12-year-old class, click on all of them, and then, apply an age constraint for those classes. So you don't have to go class by class. You can really use the tags and then add them in bulk. And the other one that we have here is the price. So I can, again, go into different classes and then just adjust the price as well as the price per class instead of going to individual classes. So there you have it. There are the 6 different product updates that we made. If you have more questions, you could book a checkup call with one of our customer success specialists. Thanks.